Hey, how's it going, guys? So since last time, I've done a couple new things. I replaced the old bronze burning box here with a chromium one. It ended up taking me about, I think 36 chromite, if I'm not mistaken. It was worth it. It definitely makes getting steel quite a bit easier. I also made a thermometer. I think I explained how to do that, but just real quick, you essentially need 3 units of cinnabar, which is basically like 1/3 of a unit of mercury. So you take your 3 cinnabar dust or whatever you have, it might be a gem or something, you just throw it in here, and then you heat it up a little bit. And what I ended up doing was just kind of getting the heat down after I did some steel, I think, or maybe I did some bronze or something. And then I just threw the cinnabar in after it cooled down a little bit, and then it basically absorbed the whatever heat was left in there, and it was already liquefied. It really doesn't take very much to melt mercury. I mean, if you know it from real life, it's pretty much room temperature. It's a liquid, so the melting point here is 234 Kelvin, and what is this? Or that's still hot. Yeah, but room temperature here is, oh yeah, actually it's even this is actually even hotter than the melting point. But yeah, I think it just needs some amount of heat to get to that point. So you really, even if you have a bronze burning box, it really would only take you like 1 second of heat added to it. And then what you do when you have that melted down is you take a glass bottle, you right click on the top of the crucible, and then it will give you that bottle of mercury. And then obviously everything else is pretty simple. And so what I'm going to be doing next probably is getting the thermometer sensor, and then I will put that on top in the place of this trap door, and it'll be able to read that crucible still from that position. And then probably eventually I'll put another one like here on the side maybe, or here on the front, and then I'll use that one as like an automatic control one, just to sort of slide a, you know, like a piston up with a piece of sand or something. So that's that. I also got started on some of the materials to get a dryer. I think I mentioned this last time, but a dryer basically lets you, it lets you create distilled water, sorry. So you can use like ocean water, or you could just use, you know, regular river water, I guess. Or, you know, in my case, an infinite source. You just pump it in, you use a burning box under it, and then it'll just create you distilled water. It's probably a little bit better if you use ocean water, because you get a little bit of a byproduct of salt, which you can use later on for making hydrochloric acid, I believe. I could be wrong about that. I can't remember specifically what it is, but yeah, it's useful for that, I think. And so yeah, the only different thing is with the dryer is there's a new block that I probably haven't seen at this point yet. It's the machine casing. It's sort of like if you played IC2, it's sort of the same kind of thing as there. It's sort of just like a bunch of steel and I guess a circle around the wrench. But instead of fully plates, it's 2 long rods in the corners there. So I already got everything for that. I'm going to make that, and then I should be able to just straight up make the dryer. Oh wait, I didn't make enough bricks, that's why. So I'll just do this. Trying to think of if I did anything else. I don't think I did. I basically just made a bunch of steel tools. I made a steel axe, I made a steel pickaxe, which I think I did last time. And I made a steel saw. I think that's everything. Yep. Yeah, the biggest thing was probably the burning box, just because it makes getting to that heat much, much easier. But there's a downside, you know, if you don't have a thermometer, it can be quite tricky to not overheat the burning box sometimes. But fortunately, or not the burning box, the crucible rather, but you know, fortunately I was keeping a close eye on it, so I wasn't having too much trouble with that. I would say if you're gonna make mercury and you want to use a liquid burning box, I would say, or if you want to use a chromium burning box rather, I would say probably use a bronze one if you're gonna do that, or you know, something that's not chromium. Probably something that's below 64 heat optimally, just because it's pretty easy to hit the boiling point of mercury. It is 629 Kelvin rather, so you could very easily just evaporate all your mercury, and then you know, you'll have to go out and get some more. Oh yeah, I also went out and mined a bunch of redstone since the last time, so I got a shit ton of redstone. It's all in here. I was doing that so that I could get the cinnabar. I didn't actually end up finding any blocks of cinnabar or like ores, so I ended up just having to refine a bunch of redstone to get that, but it wasn't too much of a big deal. So yeah, I can use this liquid burning box that I had before, and I can just hook that straight up to the dryer, and we should be all good there. I'm trying to see what kind of pipes I have. I can probably just make a bunch more wood pipes, and it's much easier for me to get wood now because I have the steel axe. I'm gonna actually go and do that right now, just so I can have a little bit to work with. You really just gotta love these trees here. They're so good. And I get substantial amounts of wood. But yeah, you can see, even with the size of this tree, this is actually breaking quite a bit faster than the old axes were. So, gotta love steel. It's really, really nice. I end up using steel pretty much until the end of the game. Sometimes I'll go for titanium if I want to, but you really don't even have to most of the time, because steel will last a substantial amount of time as a tool, and especially once you get to the point of drills, which you can get even in the low voltage stage. Drills will make your tools last a lot longer. Or it'll make the material last a lot longer, rather. But, I mean, at the same time, you could also just stick titanium in there and it'll be almost indestructible. You could probably use a low voltage or a medium voltage titanium drill and pretty much indefinitely until the end of the game, basically, or until you decide to quit. But yeah, we'll see. I'll definitely end up making some solarium or ephrine drills, just because, you know, extends that material quite a bit. For those that don't know, GregTech drills specifically have a bit of a unique mechanic in that they have sort of like a latent durability, but also they have the charge that you might expect from like an IC2 drill. So there's like a 4% chance that you'll inflict durability to the drill itself, but otherwise you're draining only from the electricity. And I mean, this isn't super relevant at this stage, but yeah, it doesn't even show you here. But yeah, basically once you expend the durability of the drill, it will break. You'll get some of your stuff back, so it's not a huge deal. But anyway, it essentially makes it so that you extend the durability of your material by, you know, orders of magnitude. It's extremely efficient to do it that way. And as you go up tiers, so if you get like a high voltage drill or a medium voltage drill, they have multipliers to the amount of durability you get to work with. So like base tier is just some amount. And then medium voltage will be like a multiplier of 2 durability, I think. And then high voltage will give you a multiplier of 3 durability. So you'll be able to use those for a really, really long time, and you won't have to worry about them breaking ever, really. But yeah, you still have to use the battery. I mean, that's just a given between all of them. But yeah, I'm going to make a bunch of wood here. Whoops. Make a bunch of planks. We'll use that as fuel in here. Yeah, these saws are really good. Gotta love crafting with saws. Where do I have my soft hammer? That's how you make these pipes. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 probably. There we go. And then I'll turn these into the other kinds of pipes. There we go. Alright, I have to think about how I want to position this. Oh yeah, I was also able to get the cauldron to accept water. I don't really know why it wasn't before, but it seems to be fine now. I was able to I was able to clean my ores with it just fine, so I'm not really sure what was happening with that, but, you know, it's working now, so whatever. I'm thinking I might want to put the dryer, like, down, like, under here somewhere, maybe? That way I can pump the water. I don't know. This is a tough call. I mean, it'd probably be pretty easy to put it like right around here. That way I can pull the fuel from here and then I can pump the water over to this boiler. I mean, eventually I'm going to put the boilers probably underground, but for now it's just going to go. It's going to stay there for a minute just because I'm going to use it for steel. And I need easy access to it. Just kind of planning this out in my head. Actually, what I should do is start working on the giant tanks. I think I might work on that. Actually, how much lead do I have? I don't even know if I have enough to even consider that. I think I have a galena vein somewhere. But, oh yeah, probably have lead over here. Let's see. Is this That's lead, that's galena. That's coal. Yeah, I don't think I have lead in here. Whatever. I guess I might do that off screen. It's not overly interesting. It's basically just lead plates and rings, and then, you know, you just make it's essentially the same as a coke oven, but instead of having like the front facing thing, you have this valve, and it goes on the bottom basically. So you could put it, I think you can put it on any point in the bottom. I usually just put it in the middle for aesthetic and building purposes, but it essentially just acts like a drain. So you can pump stuff in basically anywhere as long as it's above, I think, the expected fill percentage. I can't remember how it works exactly, but I usually just pump stuff into the top, and then you have this little valve thing that sits in the bottom, and then that will automatically output stuff into pipes. And then, you know, you're all good there. So I will end up having a pipe that runs out. I mean, I already have that set up, but I'm going to end up putting it up here, and then it'll drain into a giant wooden tank, and then that will drain out into the creosote system. And then I'll also have one for water that sort of does the same thing, but for the boilers and whatever else I need distilled water for. So yeah, I guess I'll just hold off on that for now. I can use this as my distilled water holder, I guess. It's going to be a little inconvenient. I guess I could preserve this for the most part. Just trying to think of the best method to go about doing it that way. Because I'm also thinking of how I'm going to do the water recycling with this. I mean, I could just shift this crap over. Yeah, I probably will end up doing that, actually. It's not too bad of an idea. Let me put these here for now, just so I can sort of organize things the way I need. So what I think I'm going to do is run this down. No. So I would have, I think I'm going to move this, this over to the left, maybe. This is a really odd way to go about it. Alright, let me, actually I might make a drum for that water now that I'm thinking about it. It'd probably be a much better idea, because I think also the drum has a higher capacity. Let me see. 64 buckets, this holds 16. Yeah, I'm going to make a drum now that I'm thinking about it. It's not too much, it's just 6 bronze, so I can do that quite easily. I got copper dust here, I got tin dust. Do I have like raw tin? I cassiterite. How much is that worth if I clean it up and stuff? That's crushed. What is the... Where's the... Oh, there it is, sluice. Actually, I should add the sluice to my keeping track thing there. How much is this worth? I think it's worth nearly 1 tin, but not quite. That's 8. What if I smelt it? Is it also 8? Yeah. Okay, I mean, I can just do that now then. Not too bad. Oh yeah, I also made the steel anvil, which is a godsend, because, you know, I was breaking it. I also made a steel hammer, so I'm well past the point of having to worry about breaking my crap all the time. I'm sure it's something that bothers a lot of people seeing me do it that way. There we go. Bring this here. Interesting. Getting lots of byproducts. Very nice. I think I can just... Actually, what happens if I mortar this? What do I get from that? Cassiterite dust. I get 5 of those. Interesting. If I just throw it or furnace it, I get 8 nuggets. But if I... Hold on. I think I'll just get more from this, right? Tin... Where's the boxing eater? Just to see. Cassiterite dust. Can I smelt that? That'll give me 3 tin chunks, so that's... 1 1/4 cassiterite. I think that's better. Yep, it definitely is. Where is my cassiterite? Okay. Okay. Where did I put that? There we go. And then I'll just smelt that, because I think it's pretty much the same. Yeah. We'll just do it this way. How'd that go in there? Something weird with my inventory tweaks thing. So yeah, I need to also process some copper. Can you actually smelt copper? Oh, you can. It's interesting. I will do 3, 4 maybe? 4. Because I'll end up needing 6, but I think I have some amount already. Well, I certainly have more now. Yeah, I had some in here. Whatever. That's okay. Just chuck that in there. Perfect. Here's my purified copper, and then I'll just do this. Yeah, I had more than I needed. That's okay. At the end, I should have quite a bit of tin to work with too. What's here? I don't know what causes this. I think it's just this texture pack, but something causes like certain things to have like weird reddish kind of textures when I hold it in my hand. But the actual item in my inventory doesn't have that. It's only when I hold it out like that. I don't know why. It seems to be stuff that has like silver in it. Like not the actual metal silver, but the color sort of. So like tin has a silvery kind of texture, but here I don't know why it's like that. Is it just like blowing up this little thing? I can't really even see if that's the same color, but I don't know. I'm not sure why that's going on. It's very slightly irritating, but I'm not that concerned about it really. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to make a bunch more bronze plates. I need to make some small bronze pipes for a water preservation system to essentially like make it so that my distilled water always prioritizes taking out of the engine just in case, because if you let it back up, it'll explode the engine. So yeah, I don't want to do that, and it's pretty simple to do that, so I will be heading for that immediately. Just make a bunch of bronze. This is a good opportunity to show off the thermometer too. Ooh, is this going to be too much yet? Or no, it's actually not. There's going to be like 1 units left. But I think I have this backwards. I only need 3. I don't know why I brought that much with me. There we go. Tin, copper. Alright. And I have my handy dandy steel, flint and steel, which is always very nice. And let me get my pincers. So yeah, this starts out at whatever 285 Kelvin, and then it goes up pretty quickly. If this was bronze, I mean, it would be less than is it a quarter? I don't remember what bronze is. Is it 24? Yeah, so it would be like a quarter as fast getting to this point, which is way, 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 way slower. So I'm definitely glad I went with chromium. So I just gotta wait for it to get to that bronze temperature. I'm just gonna get 1 drum, and then I'll turn everything else into plates, I think. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I might want to make it a second drum at some point to hold that shit there. Is there steel drums? I can't remember. I think it's only bronze and Invar at this stage. Yeah, there's not actual steel. Whatever. Oh, there we go. Let me put this here. So I'll get 2 long rods for now, and then I'll do everything else as plates, that way I can use it as pipes. Because I need 4 curved plates for the drum, and then I need some plates for the pipes. And I'm going to make most of them into the small ones, and then I'll make some into like the tiny ones. And the reason that actually I'll explain it sort of as I get to that point, just so that I can kind of demonstrate it in practice. Oh yeah, the thermometer also lets you check the temperature of molds, which is really nice. So yeah, I think, yeah, I need 4 curved plates for this, and then I'll need a bunch of curved plates for the pipes. But this is definitely going to be way better. Let's put this here, and then I can do this, and then that should drain. Let me see if that is empty yet. Yep, perfect. So yeah, then this will be full of distilled water. Yep, excellent. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I think probably size for size, a drum is better than like a wooden tank, because I think the actual wooden, what do you call them? Wooden barrels are about the exact same as, per volume as the big tank, but the drums have 4 times as much. But there are also metal tanks, so you can do, what are these things called? Main valve. So yeah, there's tanks that you can make out of Invar or stainless steel or, any of these higher tier metals. But I can't say I would recommend doing that. It's probably better if you just did like a tower of, drums or something, because you can just have drums like drain down into each other. So I would say do that if you're needing a lot of storage. And also, most of the time, it's not necessarily worth keeping a huge backlog. Early in the game, it might be worth doing just because, you don't have really the ability to do continuous creation of certain materials. But yeah, once you're at that point, it's probably better just have like continuous throughput if you can manage it. Also, I had like a mini panic moment there because it was raining, but I realized I did cover everything. I think that should be fine. Nothing's running anyway, so it should be good regardless. Oops, there we go. And let me put that spruce in there just for the next time I want to run it. You can see I really didn't use all that much creosote this time either, which is nice. So yeah, I will do... So I'll start setting up the... what do you call it? The dryer. Let me put the saw away, put both saws away actually, and I don't need this, so I don't need that. I'll keep that on me because I probably will need it. Put some of the charcoal away. Just trying to clean this up a little bit so I can start working on it. I'll also use these small treated fluid pipes. So yeah, I'm trying to think of what the best way to do this is. I don't really have much of an option in terms of doing this part. So I will hook this up directly this way, and I will get rid of this. And I will have to also break this to get rid of the water that's in there so that it only has distilled water. So I'll do that. Let me get my magnifying glass just to check the contents. Oh, it's in my inventory. Of course it is. Yeah, there's no water in here, actually, gives you a nice warning. So here we go. That will put distilled water in. That is all good. And then what I need to do is make at least one tiny... Oh, actually, I probably need a small... What do you call them? Tiny fluid, or just fluid pipe. Oh, look at the bronze ones. Tiny bronze fluid pipe, that's right. Oh no, you don't need a little bending cylinder. I don't actually know what you need the small bending cylinder for. What is this for? Oh, taps? Food cans? Okay, yeah, I really have never used these too much. Oh, actually, I have used the funnels. Those you do need in order to work with acids around the point where you're working with aluminum, because you don't have the ability to actually filter stuff properly. It's really annoying at that stage, but at least you can kind of do it all in one go if you set everything up properly. Okay, yeah, I need a file, and I need, I think, a saw, and I need a hammer. Where did I put my hammer? Am I blind? Oh, it's in my inventory. Yep, okay. I think I have everything I need for this. Oh, I need to curve one of these plates too. Bronze plate, and curve it, and then I will come over here. I need to make a new file, actually. Is there a file head mold? File. There is. I might have already even made one of those. I can't remember, but I should, if I haven't, I should make one before that one breaks and just make it out of steel. And that'll last me for a very long time. Say wrench and hammer like this, or is it like this? All right. These are all guns. Where's that recipe for tiny? Wrench, bending cylinder. Oh, I didn't grab the bending cylinder. I'm an idiot. All right, bending cylinder, hammer, wrench, and file, and curve plate. Other way around. Huh? Bro, Bro, what am I doing? Am I on crack right now? What's going on? Hammer, wrench, saw? Oh, I thought that was a file. I don't know why I thought that was a file. I'm just blind, I guess. I'm also missing where oh, it's in my inventory. Fantastic. Okay. And my hammer. There we go. All right. Here we go. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna rotate all this around essentially. So get rid of this. Where is my wrench? Here we go. This is still going to be a temporary thing. But yeah, when I decide if I want to make a big tank or not, now that I'm thinking about it, I may not even make a big tank. I'll just maybe stack a couple drums on top of each other and then leave it at that. Because I can just run that thing continuously. I'll just run it on like Invar, like a small Invar burning box. That way, I mean, you really don't use a whole lot of water. You get 80% of it back out of the boilers, or out of the engines and out of the turbines, I think. So you really don't need all that much water. Plus you end up making a lot of water if you end up doing like biodiesel and stuff, so that's pretty nice. So yeah, what you want to do here, actually let me move this too. This is going to jump up a bunch of shit on the floor. Oh no. Actually, that was pretty clean. Oh yeah, those are not full ashes. That's why. Where did I put that? There it is. I need to put this here, take this, and then put that there. Put this here. Or, no. Needs to go on the bottom like that. And then put this here, this here. I don't really need to do this, but I think it looks kind of nice at least. It's about as much as I can be asked to do aesthetically, at least. So I will do this, 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 and then clear this area a little bit. Okay. So, or actually, let me do that. That should be pointing into there. I think it is. So I can test it by putting my ashes in there, and then put these in here. That should go in. Yep, perfect. All right. So yeah, what I want to do is put this tiny bronze fluid pipe here, and then I can use the rest as small ones. And the reason that you want to do it this way, with a small one coming from like the, I guess, main source, and the big one coming from the engine, is because what you want is that this engine will always be able to empty its contents out into the pipe system. If you ever allow it to back up to a certain point, it'll just explode, and obviously you don't want that. So what you can do is kind of abuse, I mean, it's not really abuse, it's like a real mechanic, I guess. So if I look at the tiny, oh, there it is. So if I look at the bandwidth of the tiny bronze fluid pipe, it's 75 liters, whereas the regular small bronze one will be 150. So if you think about this as being like, if water was flowing through here, for example, and it was completely full here on this tiny one, it would still only be able to put in its maximum bandwidth of 75 liters per tick. It would only be able to move that much in. It would never be able to like over pressurize this big one, if you just thought about it like continuously moving through kind of. So essentially you always will have the difference between the two bandwidths of the pipes available for this engine to insert into this pipe system. And actually, technically, you would also have the capacity of the small bronze pipe, like whatever the bigger pipe is. If I used a huge pipe here, it would be even bigger. So yeah, you can essentially guarantee that there will always be room for this engine to put out its excess water back into the system. And that way, it'll always use that water up. It'll never get over full. This will never be able to overpressurize this, or not overpressurize, but it'll never be able to max out the capacity of that pipe. So you'll never have that issue, at least. This essentially just creates like a kind of a choke in order to limit how much is coming from whatever other source. So then I can just run regular bronze pipes straight through here. Yeah. What I could also have done is just put like a barrel next to this, or have pipes going into a barrel and then dump the barrel. Like, if I could just put the barrel here essentially, and then have the barrel output automatically down here and then over here, and then have that little bronze pipe go up like that. But I don't really need the distilled water storage to be up here. It pretty much only has to just be underground, so that is what I'm going to do. I guess I'll have to make like a staircase of some kind, so I'm thinking of how I want to do this. I could probably just do it like, oh, come on, like this, and then where's my shovel? I do have a shovel, right? I do. Oh, I didn't need to do the way I did it there. Do it like this. Yeah, I know I said I should do seawater, but for now I'm not too keen on running a huge pipe system all the way over here. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, I totally could. It would not be too much of a big deal, but I would have to dig out quite a lot of stuff in between here. Maybe I'll do that off screen at some point and then hook that up. It wouldn't really be any different. It's the only, I guess, real difference is that I would hook up some kind of storage thing. So I probably wouldn't use a barrel like that. Although I could just cover it with glass. I would probably use like a deep storage, or I forgot what they're called. Is it called deep storage? No. There's another name. There's essentially like a metal version of that. Mass storage, of course. So yeah, they all have the same actual capacity. They have like 1 million item capacity. It just depends on what material. You can make it out of any metal. You can make it out of lead or steel. I'll probably just do it out of steel. I can't find the actual steel one. Oh, there it is. Yeah, they're pretty cheap, I guess. I mean, they're not super cheap, but they're, I mean, 20 or 18 steel kind of is not horrible. So yeah, that's a good way to, I guess, protect your items so that they don't burn due to the material being wood. But yeah, I guess for now, if I end up hooking it up like off screen, I'll use like a regular barrel just until I have a good way to get a lot of steel. So I'll probably, what I'll end up doing is probably just killing the wither, getting a portal gun, and then setting up like a golem farm. It's pretty easy actually in this version, although I haven't found any villagers, which is moderately alarming to me. I'm usually much luckier with my village spawns. I don't know if they're actually not spawning or if it's just bad luck. So I'll have to look into that. I could probably get a horse and then just go run around the world with the horse and see how things are going with that. But let me actually also lower this area. I definitely need to make a steel shovel. Just steal everything. Steel is my favorite stage of the game for sure. It just makes everything a lot nicer to work with. Yeah, I think I'll do it like this. Come on. There, down here. And then this one will be up one. Yeah. This will not stay this way. I'll probably move, but this is just temporary. Just so I can get everything set up the way I want it. Okay. Trying to think of how I need this set up. Where does the dryer output to? Okay, fluids in on the left or the back. Fluids out on the top. Okay. So, alright, let me first block this stupid water. Get out of here. Man. There we go. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Where is this? Chalcopyrite? Yeah, whatever. This out of here. Then let me turn this into a slab as well. Is this not covered? Is not indeed. Okay. I think I have glass slabs that I can cover things with. Nope, I do not. But I can make more because I have a saw. these, cut that again. There we go. So yeah, this is what I was talking about, I think, in a different episode. You can just put these on there like that. Ugh, stupid shovel. Yeah, I'll make one out of steel. But for now, I will just chuck these stupid pebbles in here. I guess I'll be working with my hands to cut, or to break through the dirt. I should have cleared a lot of this off screen, but I wasn't thinking about it. Hopefully it's at least a little entertaining. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to move that water source for sure. I'm just thinking of sort of how to position this bronze drum. I'm almost thinking I could just put it here and then like drain it this way. Or why did I do that? Like this, and then I could just hook it up to the bottom. I think that would be fine, and then that way I could put the dryer down like here basically. Let me see what the outputs for the dryer is. The dryer is fluid in on the back, fluid out on the top, so that would be fine. This can be a pipe like that, and then I can do it like, or I can't activate that because that's there. There we go. Yeah, Greg's stuff is a little weird. You have to actually have like access to the block facing that you're working with. I mean, you could activate like the back and the sides and stuff if you have access to this face, but you can't interact with the actual facing unless you have access to the block, which is a little strange in my opinion, but that's okay. I'll just put glass here. That way I can look down into it. Okay, and then I will put the burning box here. Where's my, I don't have a shovel anymore. I do have an F-ring shovel, but I'm only using that for fortune. I'm being stingy with it. Alright, let me do small treated pipe. And I will do it sideways, and I need to get access to that side. That way I can do this, and then I will cover this, this. I need to cut more glass. Where is it? There we go. One more. You actually get quite a lot of these. That's not that one. It is the other one. Did I put it away? I did. There it is. Yeah, you get quite a lot of glass, like, facade thingies. I mean, they're not real facades. You could get facades, I think. Not glass ones. Are there glass facades? Not from Applied Energistics, but from GregTech. Or just cover? Is there glass cover? These are forged micro blocks. There are GregTech. I mean, you can cover stuff in GregTech. So if I took like a steel plate, for example, I could put it on that pipe and it would cover that side and it would act as if it was like a solid face, which is really, really nice. And you can do it with paper too, and you can color the paper, I think. You might be able to color any facade. I can't remember how exactly it works, but yeah, you need a crowbar to remove those, so I'm not going to do that right now. And also, I'm not a huge fan. I like glass facades for the most part. That way I can sort of see how my stuff looks, and it makes it a little easier to, you know, debug if something has gone horribly wrong in some capacity. It's not a big deal at the moment, at least, but it's something for me to keep in mind. I need my bucket so that I can move that water source. I suppose I could just cover the water source with glass blocks too. Actually, it's probably going to be a pretty easy solution here to just keep this exactly the way it was, and I can just transfer the water source kind of there. We just put dirt there for now. So yeah, if I put this huge fluid pipe there, and this will not connect, don't worry, it doesn't auto connect unless you shift right click it against something. So put this here, and then, oh, I need to cover all the, what is this? That's already a slab, okay. That's not going to burn. Let me cover this and cover this, at least. That should be good. Okay. Let me do this, 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 and then try to think how I'm going to position this. Let me get more glass, actually. This is going to be really ugly until I decide to go down and fix it and make it not horrible to look at, but you know, for now it's just fine. Do this, and then I will cut the glass again. Okay. What is this actually doing here? I see. That is supporting that. Okay. Doesn't actually have to be there. That way I can do like that, and then that, and I'll support, the water will just be, I guess, inherently supported there. Can I reach through that? I can, wait, what? Okay. Why can I not? Okay, whatever, I'll just do it this way. Oh, I know, I'm an idiot. It's because I covered it the wrong way. Come on, I should be able to place something like that. I think it was occupying the same block space, that's why. And then this should create an infinite water source if I cover that now. It sure does, and this should input water. I think I had that set up correctly, right? Yeah, that's inputting there. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, this all should be fine and dandy. That's 1,000 liters. Let me set this to now. Actually, let me light this up and just see if this works. It should do. It's pretty simple overall. Do I have my flint and steel? I don't. Oh, actually, hold on. I need to rethink this. Oh no, actually, yeah, I know what I can do. I can dig down like here. No. Here. I need to move these things around a little bit. Give me that wrench back. I'm going to put this also to give me... Oh, that's why. This will also get me water. That should be fine. I don't think water will be able to spread here, or fire rather. But if it ends up burning these pipes, I will replace it with bronze. But I think it's fine. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it, I don't think. Okay. Why did I do that? I don't know how that even happened. Come on. There we go. Man, I should go sleep. That way nothing comes into my base and assaults me. Yeah, it's probably not the most exciting thing in the world, but it has to get done, you know? Alright, I don't even know how I want to set this back up. Can I just do, like, what's this one? I could probably just do that here. It's not going to really be in the way of anything. Just do 1, 2, 3, and then wrench these open. That should be all fine. Alright. Why? I don't understand why. I guarantee this will fill up the bowl too. It just won't fill up that. Yep. I don't know why the cauldron is like really finicky about it. I'm not sure if this is like Greg's fault or whose fault that is, but somebody is going to be blamed for it. Let me get actual blocks here. Trying to make this look a little nice. Doing my best. I don't know why. Why is this happening like this? Huh? This has water. It's open on the top. it just will not fill the cauldron. Why is that? I have no idea. It will fill the bowl all day, but it just won't do the cauldron. It's one of life's great mysteries, I suppose. Let me turn this into an actual... Actually, no, I don't know what I'm doing. I think I had it like this before. Yep. There we go. Doesn't look great, but better than nothing. Come on. I don't know why this is doing this to me. Come on. Wait, can I... Oh, that won't even connect to that side. Interesting. I mean, I've always done it in the bottom, and it has always worked, except for these times where it doesn't. I feel like, I mean, big fluid pipes usually work for me, so maybe that is one of the things that has to be done. I don't really know. Where is it? There it is. I don't really understand why. 150 liters. I mean, this is a good example of how this system works. So you just, wait, why is this, how does this even have 150 liters? Let me take a look. Is that huge wood? Huge wood fluid pipe. And, oh, so I guess, yeah, the small pipes, or like the smaller pipes, will be able to put their capacity into bigger pipes. Sorry, it's not just the bandwidth, it's the actual capacity. That's why this has 150 liters. It's because these fluid pipes have a capacity of 150 liters, but they will not be able to do any more than that. So the huge wood fluid pipe that I'm looking at here has a bandwidth of 600 liters and a capacity of 1200, but it's only getting filled by the capacity, the maximum capacity of this small treated one. So that is how that system works. I didn't explain it properly before, but it's, hopefully that makes a little more sense. Can I, oh yeah, I can just do this. That should protect that. I don't even remember what I did before to make it connect like this. This is really stupid. I don't know if it needs... Oh, you know what? Maybe I do know why it's not working. It might need like an actual... No, that can't be the case. Never mind. I was thinking maybe it needs like an actual, like full bucket's worth of water almost. But that can't be the case, because I don't think even if you use like a huge treated pipe, yeah, it wouldn't work either. I really don't know. I'll have to just screw around with it later. I'm not going to do it now. Actually, let me put that back on there so that pipe doesn't burn. Where I put it. Okay, put that here. Doesn't really make sense to me, to be honest with you, but that's alright. Yeah, let me clean this up just a tiny bit. Everything should be protected in terms of the wooden pipes, I think. Nope, actually, that's not correct. Neither of these spaces are protected. But those spaces are protected, I think. Okay. Let me put glass cover here. And I'll put one, that should be good everywhere else. I'll put one here. This is protected. Okay. Wait, is this protected? This looks, oh yeah, that's just the, okay. Nope, we're all good. So I should be able to turn this on if I go get in flint and steel. Where is it? There we go. And do I have my magnifying glass? I do. Perfect. So yeah, this is the dryer, and you can see it working. It's pretty quick. Alright, so how much do we have in here? 7055 rather. And now we have 7119. Perfect. And then I will have this fill adjacent tanks. So this has nothing in it. And if I now connect this pipe, this will have distilled water going into it. Perfect. And this, you'll also be able to see that effect here. So this has 150 liters of distilled water. This has 151, I guess. And if we look at the tiny bronze fluid pipe, it has 150 liters, and this also has a capacity of 300. So it'll be just fine, I think. I've used this multiple times. It's never caused me any problems, so I can confidently say that it should be fine for you. So yeah, I'll let that tank go for a while, just to kind of accumulate a bit of distilled water, and then I'll turn it off because it doesn't need to run all the time, and it's just a waste of creosote essentially. Not that it's overly difficult to get creosote. Yeah, that's that. That's out of the way. Let me clear the dryer off there, and I want to make a advanced crafting table, and I also want to make thermometer sensors. So I think for now I'll do with the one thermometer sensor. That takes red alloy and tin alloy. Tin alloy, I think, is tin and wrought iron, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check. Yeah, 1 tin, 1 raw iron gives you 2 tin alloy. I think that's all you actually even need. Yeah, okay. So that's easy enough to get. I could get that right now. Tin dust, and then I can get just an iron. So I will have to bring this up to the temperature of wrought iron, which is very, very high. But that's alright. Where's my thermometer? Let me get rid of this crap in my inventory. Don't need that pipe anymore. Get this, get rid of that. Alright. So let me put this in here, and then I will ignite this. Come on, there we go. I'm gonna check this. Not too bad. So yeah, we're gonna go up quick, so I need to get my thing ready. So we're looking for 2011 for raw iron, and then I'm gonna shut this off. Luckily this gives you readings very rapidly, so that's already tin alloy. So I can get my 2 plates. Come on. Yeah, you can't really pick these out until they're solidified to their solid temperature. Tin, wait, what? What? Why did that give me tin? I don't know why that gave me tin. 2 tin plates? What? Did I throw a tin ingot in there? Huh? Oh wait, this is... What? Am I an idiot? I don't understand. Why is this registered as a Railcraft tin plate, but it's actually made out of tin alloy? That is extremely odd. I wonder, is this, hold on, let me check if this is a resource pack. I was like, I'm pretty sure I did that the right way. It's just, yeah, it's just not called the right thing. But if you hold shift, or I mean, it should just display for you if you're not using the same mods. Yeah, it's not the resource pack. This might just be Railcraft, or I mean, it could be GregTech, I guess. I don't know why that's doing that. Now, let me put the resource pack back on. I don't know. I'm not sure really why that's like that. But, I mean, it is the right material. It just doesn't say it. That's stupid, but whatever. So I need to turn this into a double plate. And where's my hammer? So that's that. And then I need... I'm sure I have redstone crystals that I can use for that. Yeah, I could also just use like regular redstone. You can get that by smashing these on a mortar or an anvil, I guess, if you don't have a mortar, but you should have a mortar. I also need red alloy wire, which I'm thinking I will probably need. Let me add this to my things that I need, because that gives you a little more efficiency. But for now, I'm just gonna have to do it with foil, which requires me to get. Come on, bring it up. There we go, wire cutter. So this requires 3, 4, and then a screw. Okay, so I guess I'll make some amount of steel for now, which is totally fine. I have everything I need to make steel. And I can use the opportunity to get more plates, which is actually good, because that'll probably get me this No, wait, how many plates do I have? 2. How many does this take? Actually, yeah, I probably will be able to make this. This is an advanced crafting table. It allows you to sort of store items inside of it, and I mean, for me, I usually just store tools in it. It's really, really useful for just sort of working with GregTech stuff where you need to have like a lot of little components and you might need to like swap things out. It's really easy to get. You can make it out of any metal, but I usually just make it out of steel because it's, you know, very abundant. So that's what I will do. I should get all the materials for it next. I already have the bolts for the screws, which I'll also use for the wire cutters. So yeah, because this only takes 4 units, I'll get 2 more extra plates out of this. So that should be perfectly how many I need, which is really convenient. So let me get this and put this away and then get my charcoal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let me get some, I think I already filled this up with fuel, but, oh no, I didn't. Okay. How are we looking for that? Perfect. This should be full. So yeah, at least now this will not calcify because we are using distilled water, so. Come on, there we go. Actually, how much creosote do we have? Let me turn that off now that I'm thinking about it. I really don't need too much distilled water for the moment. All right, get this here. I'll preemptively fill this just for the hell of it. Wait, did I draw? Oh no, it's here. Did I draw my magnetite? No, it's just in my inventory and I'm blind. So that's there. Let me ignite this. Come on. That took a lot of uses. That was really dumb. Eventually I'll make a lighter, and that's a 100% chance of getting the ignition, so that'll be nice at least. But it requires you to have, I think, butane or something. I mean, these are cheap enough that it doesn't really matter too much, and they have a decent enough durability. Just gotta wait for this to heat back up, and then this will get me to temperature like really, really quickly. Actually, I can even probably start it now and just let it get to that point. And then by the time that boiler heats up, it'll probably be good. Yeah, even with it nearly, I mean, it is completely full actually. I mean, the density of the stuff in there isn't too high, but yeah, I mean, if you remember how long it took when I was using the bronze one, this is a huge upgrade. It's like more than 4 times as good, so. And it's, I don't know, how 35% more efficient or something like that. What is the bronze one, like 40? Oh no, actually no, never mind. It's like 15% more efficient or something like that. Maybe even just 10, I don't know. I can't remember what the efficiency of the chromium one is, but you know, any amount of efficiency is good, and the fact that it puts heat out faster is definitely quite nice. So it's overall a complete upgrade. So yeah, we're gonna go, probably I'm gonna let it get to 2200 or 2200 Kelvin, and then I will block it. There we go. And because the density of the material in here is high, it'll take a decent amount of time to cool down. You see it only goes down like 1 or 2 Kelvin like every second, so you know, it's fine to let it do that kind of thing. But you can also use thermometers to check like how much heat is being created by the boiler and like if it's storing it internally or if it's applying it to the water. So you can see here it's kind of generating some amount of heat units and then it applies it to the water inside and turns it to steam. You can also check the temperature of the invar pipe to see if there's steam flowing through it, but you could also just use a magnifying glass to check it, and you can see there's steam in there. So yeah, just gotta wait for this to go. I might as well make a bunch more steam actually while I'm here. Not steam, steel while I'm here, because I already have the boiler going. It's kind of a pain in the ass to, you know, heat it up and then let it cool back down. Get rid of this, so that way I can reignite it when I need it. Alright, so I needed 2 rods, and then all the rest are plates. Oh, my inventory's full. Of course it is. Put that away. Alright, and then I can do 14, 6, and then light that bad boy back up. Perfect. Yeah, this is so much more comfy to do in my opinion. I really like doing steel. Just like having the steam setup going and like having a nice burning box to kind of get it to temperature faster is really, really nice for me. Like once you have the process down, it's so convenient and just very fun in my opinion. Most people probably don't like this process very much, but I find it pretty enjoyable. These are probably fine enough yet. All right. Yeah, once you also have a like an automation thing going so that you can kind of like switch off the burning box automatically, it gets even more enjoyable in my opinion, because you can kind of just ignite stuff and let it go and it'll automatically create it, and then you just have to pour it. Yeah, just kind of going back and forth and checking the boiler. I mean, everything's fine. It's not gonna go off anytime soon. We have plenty of distilled water to go around. You can see it's kind of going into this fluid pipe and then evening out back to the amount that comes from this one. So all the one that's coming out of here is going directly into the boiler, which is nice. I'll probably do this a couple more times just to, you know, get some amount of steam, or not steam, I keep saying steam, steel. I have steam on the brain. I'm having a lot of fun with my steam system so far. All right. Oh, you know what? Let me make another axe and a shovel, I think is that one. And then while I do this next one, I will make a, what do you call it? A file. Do I have stuff here to do it? I do. Where's my knife and my rolling pin? All right, give me that. And then do that. I heard fire just now. I hope that wasn't one of my pipes down here. Doesn't look like it. I don't know. I don't know what that was. Maybe it was just the sound of the burning box itself. Or it could have even just been static in my headphones, now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, where is that file? Let me turn this off before I do anything else. Yep, there we go. Okay. File. And then put that away. And I will smelt that. And I think I have an excess. Actually, I can just put it at the end. That's an empty one. This one is something else. I think it's an ingot one. This can go there. And then I can put this one away for now. Pick that up. And I'll leave those for now. Actually, I'll make another I'll make a chisel as well. Perfect. So that's that. I'll do that as well. Actually, I'll make another pickaxe. Okay, I think I have everything I want. What is this one? A saw. I already have a saw. And it's like barely damaged, so I'll use this to make more plates. Wait. Oh, it's probably... Is that really not worth that much? Okay. One of these things is only worth like some arbitrary amount of units of steel or just any material in general. So it wasn't, it's fine. I just turned it all into bolts. So yeah, just make a bunch of steel. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Do I have rods in my inventory? Yeah, I do. Okay. Pickaxe, axe, shovel. Grind these up while I have the time. Put that in here. Put that like that. Oops. Yeah, that's also raw. Where is it? There it is. See, even that looks a little off. That doesn't look like it should look like that, really, but I don't know. Not really sure why it's the case. Some weird discoloration going on. Who knows? Yeah, I think I'll use some of these plates. Oh, whoops, not that. I'll use some of these plates to make steel armor, maybe, and I should have made a steel sword mold, but I'll make a sword maybe off screen, and I'll basically just go and use that to start killing wither skeletons in the nether. That way I can get the, what is it called? The portal gun. It takes a nether star, I think. It's also just really convenient. You can move like animals and stuff, and it makes it nicer to like traverse the world. Come on. Come on. Okay. Perfect. Okay, and then I'll just go turn this off. Looks like we did good, and I don't think any of these pipes burned or anything. When I went and looked, it didn't look like they were too damaged or anything. Yeah, there's no burning of pipes going. So I did my covering correctly. Let me sleep. There's one more thing I was thinking of showing, but I can't for the life of me even remember what it was. I was just in my head. Oh yeah, I was going to see how much water we used. Oh yeah, there we go. So I think I had like 7,000, I don't know, 200 or something. So it didn't really use all too much. So it's pretty efficient. You know, you get 80% of what you use back. So it's pretty efficient overall. I did use a lot of creosote, but I think, you know, it is what it is. I can create as much of that as I really want. All right. So yeah, that's that there. And I think, well, actually I might just make I can do the thermometer sensor right now and then I'll cut it. That way I can kind of show off this aspect of it. I need the file. I need to make bolts, or I need to make screws even. Did I need just one for that? Yeah, I just need one, but I'll use the other screw for that table, so that's fine. What else do I need? Screwdriver. Oh, I should definitely make a steel screwdriver, but I think you can make those with just, that's an electric one. You can make this with just a, is there a mold for these? I don't think there's a mold for screwdrivers. Oh, there is. Huh. I always kind of just made them with rods. I think they're only worth one anyway. I don't think you really lose anything when you go to make that. Hold on, I'm just curious. Screwdriver tip, just worth one? Oh, I see. Yeah, maybe I don't even remember making a mold for that ever, but maybe I did. I mean, when you have one steel, oh, actually, I didn't even grab a screwdriver because I'm an idiot. Where is it? There it is. And when you have one screwdriver, it'll last you a very long time because you don't use it for a whole lot. Later on, you kind of do, but not for the foreseeable future. And of course, I need a file for this. So it's like this, and then, oh no, it's like that, and then screwdriver, file, and wrench, is it? No, that's hammer. I guess that makes sense in some way. Alright, put these away. Oh, let me sharpen this axe and then put that away too. And then put that, oh, whoops. Give me that, and then put this in here for now. Okay, what do I need now? Thermometer sensor. Find red alloy. I think red alloy is just copper and redstone. Yeah, so it's 4 units of redstone and 1 unit of copper. It doesn't have to be annealed, it can be regular. 1400. Okay, that makes sense. So I can take these like chipped redstones and I can just smash it on here, and this will give me these small piles, and then I can just turn that into that. And then like 1 unit of copper, probably. We do this tiny crushed, and then wash it, and then I will get that. Ugh. Okay, well, maybe I won't. thought I had copper here. Man, this thing is pissing me off. I need it. Come on. Give me water. I don't know why I won't put water in. It's so stupid. What's going on, bro? Why won't you give me water? I've never had this problem before. I am wondering if it's the quantity that isn't working correctly there. If I use treated pipes, maybe it'll work. Let me see. Ugh. Of course I have a bunch of bullshit in my inventory now. Put this away. And yeah, that's fine. I'll put this here for now. I just don't know why. It's very annoying. Of course I don't even have enough to... Man. Where's that treated fluid pipe? I'm going to turn this into a... Or it's a regular wood. I'm going to turn this into a treated wood one. There we go. Okay. Where's my soft hammer? I don't have it in my inventory. I'll put the screwdriver away. At least. Soft hammer. And I have a saw. And I need to make some... Oh wait. Did I put all my wood in here? Probably. I'll keep some on me. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be fine. Okay. Put that in here. Then, geez, my inventory is a state. That's for sure. Where is that hammer? Huge wood fluid pipes. And I will turn these into treated fluid pipes and go pick those things back up. Perfect. If it's this, I'm going to be real annoyed. I mean, I guess it is just like a vanilla Minecraft limitation if it's actually the case. Oh, I could just use an axe. What am I doing? Okay. Do this, 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 and then I can put that back. Alright, where is it? Moment of truth. Watch this be the case. I bet what I had before was like a bronze. Yep, it is exactly that. So it's got to be, it's the actual quantity of water that's in the pipe. So I think because Minecraft treats like a bottle as, I don't know, like a third of a bucket, it's allowed to put in like that amount, but it's not allowed to put in anything less than that because this isn't like a proper GregTech container. That's arbitrary kind of, but at the same time I get it. It's not completely outside of the realm of understanding, but yeah, very annoying to say the least. Yeah, I will create that red alloy and then I will cut it because this is going on for a while now. I apologize. I was getting a little carried away with it, but hopefully at least it's been interesting to see sort of the process that's been going on. Okay, that's that, and I think I only need this amount, right? How much does this make you? Oh yeah, that should be plenty. Okay. What is the temperature of this? It's already pretty high, actually. Red alloy requires a temperature of 1400. Yeah, okay. So wait, what is this temperature? I don't want this to boil away. Okay. Yeah, if you throw this in and the temperature is already above its boiling point, it'll just evaporate the material. So you gotta be careful of that. But this should be good. And where are my tongs or my pincers? They're definitely in here somewhere. There's that. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'll have to do some organization. I might start setting up that system I was talking about off screen because I got all that redstone. Okay. That already created some red alloy. That's interesting. Oh no, that's probably molten redstone. Red alloy is 1400. That's red alloy. It doesn't really even look different, but I think that is correct. Yep. I'll just let that cool down so I don't use any durability off of my pincers, even though it doesn't really use all that much. I'm just being very stingy. Okay, so I can make foil with cluster mill. I could definitely add that there, but let me remove that there as well. Anvil bending small. Okay, I can certainly do that. Anvil bending small. And I got some scraps from that. I'll just put that over here. Am I going to have enough of this? Hold on. I need 4. How much do you get from this? Oh my god. Okay, well I guess I'll have to make more. You just love to see it. Yeah, I need more redstone anyway, because I think I need redstone units. Or I need even more than that, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Okay. It's whatever. I already had the copper anyway, so it is what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Throw that in. And then get that back. Oh, where is my... Oh, it's in my inventory. There we go. How much creosote am I working with here? None. I mean, I think there's some in that barrel behind, but it's whatever. I'll probably just make a couple drums for that instead and just put them in the wall. Okay. And then I will move this stuff around. I'll just get rid of this clay in my inventory for now. Get rid of that, get rid of that, and get rid of that. Okay. It's a little cleaner at least. Where is my hammer? At least I'm getting some scraps out of it. It's my consolation prize, I guess. So there we go. And... wait, that's not the right one. I think I have everything in my inventory, if I'm not mistaken. I certainly do. Alright. I have to be a little... actually, I'm just going to break this crucible. I don't think there's a problem with that. Actually, I don't. Whatever. Okay. Well, whatever. I think it was too hot for me to carry. That was what the problem was there. Or it's too hot for me to, I guess, technically touch. I'll just have to make a new one. That's dumb. I was doing that so I could just remove this stupid trapdoor. I should have just let the trapdoor fall in. It was gonna probably like boil away and turn into like wood scraps, but it would have been a fine thing to happen. I probably wouldn't have died from that. Whatever. I'm stupid. At least it's something exciting towards the end. God. Okay. So let me put this in here. What I will do, just so I can get this oriented properly, because if this fell in, oh, that's actually perfect. Okay. So yeah, if this fell into the crucible and then it would have just turned into its constituent parts and it would have been really annoying. But yeah, now it will be fine. And just to test that, I will maybe throw in like, sure, I'll put this like a piece of copper and turn that into like a plate or something. And then I can use that to test if it is actually measuring the temperature really quick. And then I will cut that because, yeah, way too long. And then we get my dirt. Where is my dirt? Oh, there it is. My inventory is now an interesting state. Oh, that is not working. Okay, well that's why. I was wrong about that working the way I thought it did. So I'll have to put it on the front. So that's why I did what I did. But anyway, it'll work when I put it on the front. It'll read the temperature. So yeah, I'm going to cut it here. Hopefully this was all very informative and entertaining for different reasons. So I'll see you guys later.